Notice to the public. Individuals addressing the council should be respectful of others in their choice of words and actions. Owners of properties being considered this evening will be allowed to address the council at the time the condemnation hearing is called. When the address is called, please come to the podium and state your name and address for the record. I'd like to call the meeting of the Terrebonne Parish Council, special meeting of condemnation hearings to order. I will be doing the invocation and the Pledge of Allegiance. Would everyone please rise? Dear Lord, please guide us so that this meeting can be productive. Lord, I pray that you satisfy the needs that need to be met during this meeting and strengthen us as we have to make the tough decisions tonight. Father, let us be effective and decisive. And Lord, we pray this in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Hampton, may we have a roll call, please?
Yes, sir. Mr. Champagne, Mr. Hamner, Mr. Babin, Ms. Chauvin, Mr. Trosclair, Mr. Pledger, Mr. Harding, Mr. Vazan, Mr. Amadei.
Here.
Mr. Chairman, you have a quorum present.
Thank you, sir. Item 1, conduct public hearings and take action on the proposed condemnation of structures located at the following addresses. The first address is going to be 1110 Barataria Avenue.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman. Mike Sober,
Mr. Sober, you can pull that mic down a little bit. There you go.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman. Mike Sober, 8814 Main Street, Houma, Louisiana, 70363.
Staff.
This matter was continued from our February 6, 2024 condemnation hearing. An inspection conducted on July 15, 2024 indicated that the structure continues to be in a condition where it can be declared dilapidated and dangerous. It is our recommendation that this commercial structure be condemned and the property owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
Mr. Sober.
Mr. Chairman, I have some more recent photos than whenever they took theirs. May I,
Yes.
Dion, if you want them. That was when they would destroy or knocking it down.
So it's being taken down?
Well,
No, that's
80% of it. The other 20 is still up
That's always the same structure.
and can be repaired, in my opinion.
Oh, so you're leaving the other portion?
Yes, yes, ma'am, I am. Someone evidently needed the roof worse than I did because we didn't lock it up and it wasn't there the next day, so.
Mr. Harding?
Mr. Sober, how you doing?
I'm fine, Councilman, thank you.
Yeah, in my viewing of your property, now, you have a permit, right?
Yes, sir.
How
Well, we
long-
applied for it, yeah.
You
Yes.
applied for it?
Back in,
You don't have it?
I never did receive it.
Yes, so I didn't see anything on record for a
Eight.
permit.
APP-25396. I never did, like you apply and then they send you to pay the money and we never got anything. But on,
Just hold on. Yeah, okay. Well, and looking at this, I know when we spoke, there has been some progress probably initially when it came up. Then he has made some improvements by the 15th, and then since the 15th, he's actually made some more improvements because I just recently passed by there as early as in the rain today. So we're going to see how this goes with him and the permit thing. And I know you have an August 30th date there. I'm looking at his permit, And if he had actually applied for the permit, the length of time of the permit, we can actually see what we can do about the August 30th thing. 'Cause that will give him 30 days. And depending on what he says from that mic, may determine what we do with the property.
Ms. Camilla, I'm gonna just leave your mic on the whole night, so you don't have to keep pressing a button or anything like that. I just want to make you aware of it.
Okay. Hot mic.
Hot mic.
25396, Mike.
Would have been on February the 6th, Mr. Pulaski.
25396. Is that right?
25396, yes, sir.
It's in there.
It's in there. So that would give him,
February.
I'll have to check and see what, I can't move it any further right now, but he did apply for it. I do see it in here.
I sent you a copy.
Send it to me?
Councilman.
I don't know what that means.
I've never seen that.
so in the meantime, Mr. Mike,
Yes, sir.
your intent originally here was to actually kind of renovate the building, right? And then you went further to actually
Correct.
Demolished.
At which point I just decided it wasn't worth repairing that portion of it. The part that's still lit is still up is solid sheet both on the inside and the outside. And so it fared much better than the rest of the building did.
well, what's your intent to the building?
My intent is to replace the roof and secure the two openings that are on the water tank side, if I may, of it, and then it's a building. I mean, it's.
Okay,
I would
so-
like to get electricity in it so that we can put some security lighting and that kind of matter in it. It's used primarily for storage.
And so your time frame.
I would think if I could have a couple of months, with the weather being what it is, you can't always just work when you have a day job too, so it's kind of.
Okay, in this case, because he had a permit and actually, what he intended to do, he found out that it incurred more cost than what it is, so it wasn't feasible for him to do that.
Right.
So I can actually ask administration if it would be okay with them when they revisit on by August 30th and extended another 30 days. And would you be agreeable
Do
to
the
that?
best I can, Councilman, that's all I can do.
Okay, yeah, well, yes, ma'am.
So are you condemning and giving him 60 days?
Well, we can hold it over to the next combination here. When is that?
That'll be in October.
October?
Mhm.
August, September, October. Yeah, let's hold it over until the next combination here.
All right, so Mr. Harding makes a motion that we hold this over to the next condemnation hearings in the month of October 2024. No, he just said,
Hold it,
at first he did, but he changed,
hold it till, to the next condemnation.
yeah. No, he was gonna condemn and give him 60 days, and he changed his mind and decided to just hold over. So the motion is to hold this matter over until the October condemnation hearings. We have a first and a second by Mr. Trosclair. See no further discussion. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas. The motion passes.
Thank you,
So-
Mr. Chairman.
Do what you can, Mr. Sober,
We
and
will.
we can close this out hopefully before the next meeting.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Next property is item B, 1125 Roussel Street.
This matter
someone-
was continued from the February 6, 2024 condemnation hearing. An inspection conducted on July 16, 2024 indicated that this structure has been renovated, and it is our recommendation that this file be closed.
Motion to concur with administration.
Second.
Mr. Pleasure makes a motion to concur with administration, seconded by Mr. Harding. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, motion's carried. Item C is 6408, 6410, 6414, 6416, 6420, 6422, 6424, and 6426 Alma Street. Administration?
This matter was continued from the February 6, 2024 condemnation hearing. An inspection conducted on July 17, 2024 indicates that the structure continues to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
Yes, ma'am. Please state your name and address for the record.
My name is Constant Walker, and I live at 6416 Alma Street, apartment 13.
Yes, ma'am. And
I'm
you
just trying to find out what he's gonna do, because he really, really need to do something. Because that apartment I moved in, it was perfect. After the hurricane, got messed up, took me a year to get the window fixed. The roof still ain't fixed. And got me paying rent. I didn't pay rent the month after the storm. So that right there don't add it up to almost $5,000. He said that I owe him. But I still paid my rent every month. But that month after the storm, I didn't because I couldn't get in the apartment. And it took me a couple months to get in there, which I'm in there now, but it's not safe. The upstairs molded. Everybody else done moved out. He redid some of the apartments, found out he couldn't rent them out because somebody took all the pipes. They've been stealing back there.
All right, Mr. Champagne?
Yeah, I spoke to Mr. Bowdon yesterday, and he indicated that it's still in litigation, that the judge the federal judge moved the date back, and he's asking that it be, I think there's an August 9th date set, that it's be continued to the next condemnation hearings in October.
So is that your motion, sir?
Yes.
So Mr. Champagne moves that this matter be continued to the October condemnation hearings.
So
And he's not here tonight because he had surgery.
I'm sorry?
He's not here tonight because he had a surgical procedure.
All right, so we have a motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Babin. Members vote your machines.
okay, they're gonna come back.
So he's dealing, I guess, with his insurance company, and there's a court hearing on, you said, the 9th? So we're gonna give him a little bit of time to see what happens with that, and if he doesn't do what he has to do, we're gonna revisit this at our next condemnation hearings, and they'll make a decision on that at that time.
Okay, because he did some work and then he didn't rent nothing out because I'm the only one that's back there.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for coming out and sharing your story, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
So it was 9 yeas, 0 nays, or are we still waiting? One vote's not gonna kill us. Oh, there it goes. All right, so 5 yeas, 4 nays, motion carries. The next item is D, 600 Columbus Street.
This matter was continued from the February 6, 2024 condemnation hearing. An inspection conducted on July 17, 2024 indicated that this structure was renovated and no longer in a dangerous condition. So it is our recommendation that this file be closed.
I concur with administration.
So Mr. Harding makes a motion to concur with administration, seconded by Mr. Pledger. Members vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item E, 611 Burnett Street. Ms. Camilla?
This matter was continued from the February 6, 2024 condemnation hearing. An inspection conducted on July 15, 2024 indicated that this structure is still in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
Sir, please state your name and address for the record.
Yes, sir. My name's Kim Lerat.
FEMA turned this case over to Disaster Case Management, which I got her name and the phone number and extension for her. Also, they working with Restore Louisiana to be responsible to have the building taken down and rebuilt. They also had me fill in an application with, it's called RT Bayou. It's a foundation, I guess, to rebuild homes in Louisiana that was affected by the hurricane. And also I'm involved with, they have me with Louisiana Rapid Rehousing during, as they doing this process where they give me $1,000 a month to rent a home while they trying to do this, where, I have somewhere to stay because they taking all the campers now. So, instead of being homeless, so I'm not homeless on property, I can always put something on the property. But they helping the people, go through the process a lot easier that way. So we can, get our lives back to normal again.
Okay, Ms. Chauvin?
Okay, so they're gonna come in and tear it down?
That's what talking about. They're talking about getting FEMA involved, and since it was a hurricane, it was damaged by the hurricane, making Restore Louisiana responsible to have it taken down, and also having Restore either rebuild my home or RT Bayou, whoever they are. I'm not familiar with them. I had to put in an application with them.
Okay,
To
who
have the
is
home.
they that you speak of for
Miss
FEMA?
Letitia, Disaster Case Management. I got her phone number here and her extension number.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna go with the recommendation, for the motion, with concur with administration.
Yes, ma'am.
Gonna be pulled off anyway.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Chauvin makes a motion to concur with administration, seconded by Mr. Harding. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, the motion passes. Mr. Lerat,
Yes, sir.
so what they're doing here is we're condemning this structure, and they have till August 30th to have that removed, or the parish is going to have somebody go out and tear it down.
Yes,
If there's
sir.
something going on, I urge you to contact the nuisance and abatement department, these ladies right here,
Yes, ma'am.
and
Yes, sir.
and they can, if they can validate all of that information, then something can be changed.
Yes, sir. Can I give Ms. Chauvin the information?
It'd be better to give it to them,
Yes, sir.
right, Ms. Camilla?
Anyone I can.
Yes.
sir. This is Ms. Letitia. That's her phone number and her extension for that organization.
So they'll be able to look into some of that and contact you and
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
and see what could be done to further on. But in the meantime,
Thank you,
we're
Ms.
gonna
Chauvin.
go with the recommendation.
Yes,
Item F is 8647 Park Avenue. Ms. Camilla?
This matter was continued from the April 23rd, 2024 condemnation hearing. An inspection conducted on July 16th, 2024 indicated that this structure was renovated and no longer a danger. So it is our recommendation that this file be closed.
So we have a motion to concur by Mr. Trosclair, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. Nine yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item G, 101 Casman Street. Ms.
This
Camilla?
matter was continued from the April 23rd, 2024 condemnation hearing. An inspection conducted on July 15th, 2024 indicated that these structures continue to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. It is our recommendation that the residential mobile home and 2 accessory structures be condemned and the property owner ordered to have them demolished or removed by August 30th, 2024.
Have a motion to concur by Mr. Trosclair, second by Mr. Wazam. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item H, 103 Royal Street. Ms. Camilla?
This matter was continued from the April 23rd, 2024 condemnation hearing. An inspection conducted on July 17th, 2024 indicated that this structure continues to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
We have a motion to concur by Councilman Trosclair, seconded by Councilman Wazan. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item I, 4277 Country Drive.
This matter was continued from the April 23rd, 2024 condemnation hearing. An inspection conducted on July 16th, 2024 indicated that this structure continues to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
I have a motion to concur with administration by Councilman Trosclair, seconded by Councilwoman Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item J, 7108 Grand Caillou Road.
This matter was continued from the April 23rd, 2024 condemnation hearing. An inspection conducted on July 16th, 2024 indicated that this structure continues to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
Yes, ma'am?
Courtney Alcock. I was appointed ad hoc previously on this structure, and I contacted Oscar Figueroa back in April and then again this time. And he's currently living, I believe, in New Iberia. I spoke with him yesterday, so he was aware of the meeting, but I don't have any other information about what his plans were.
Thank you, Ms. Courtney. Mr. Babin?
Yeah, I move that we concur with administration.
So we have a motion by Mr. Babin to concur with administration, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item K, 6888 Grand Caillou Road.
This matter was continued from the April 23rd, 2024 condemnation hearing. An inspection conducted on July 16th, 2024 indicated that this structure continues to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
Yes, sir. Please give us your name and address for the record.
Walter Goodring, 882 Crochetville Road. I have pictures of what I did since the last meeting. I spent $20,000 on that building, over 20,000.
Okay. Mr. Babin?
Yeah, I was down there Sunday, and they were actually working in that building Sunday. And the big portion of that building, which was actually where they kept all of the somebody and them kept all of their packaging supplies, a new roof is put on there. How long do you think before you're gonna have a roof on this other
I'm not
portion?
putting a roof on there. Let me tell you what I do
Okay,
with
tell
it.
me what you
The
wanna do.
back building, we're gonna put some beams across the top. In the back building, I grow spats from a oyster business. I'm gonna use that for oxidation tank. Okay, I'm gonna use that to pump oxygen. We're gonna put some metal beams to hold it open. We gutted it out. There's pictures in there with the wood on the outside. We're gonna put beams, we're gonna put oxidation in there. We're gonna go ahead and grow oysters in the other part of it. I grow oysters in the back of it now, before the storm and one time after. I grew enough to go ahead and put on 15 acres of my oyster leases. I got 6,000 acres, and that's what I do. I use that for seed.
But we wanna keep industry going in this parish, for sure, especially in Grand Caillou, because so much has moved out of there, okay? So you telling me that within the next 30 to 40 days, you're gonna have the roof going?
It's not
What-
gonna be a roof, it's gonna be metal
Oh, when I
beams.
say the roof, you're gonna have the roof gone.
Correct.
Whatever's up there right now is
Correct. Well, it's
gonna be
already
gone.
down. It's already gutted. What's down is off. It's out there. It's in the back. They got a stack of the wood there. Okay, all you have is your tile block walls right now. They're solid filled with cement with rebar coming out. And every 20 foot, you got a double tile block on outside if you know the building.
Yeah, I know the building
Reinforced
well.
structure. It's very built very well. Okay, in the back, inside the back well, where they used to have the peeling machine, we made walls and we flooded it a couple of times. We grew spats in them. I had a little oxidation on the outside. I drew another well in the back, but it wasn't large enough. So when the roof come off, I figured I'd go ahead and straighten it up and make an oxidation pond out of that and go ahead and make another tank on the inside of the other big building where the office was. There can be another tile block wall. Again, there'll be 3 tanks in there to grow spats and 2 oxidation tanks.
Okay, well, here's the deal. I have no problem, I mean, administration wanted to condemn this. I have no problem in continuing this until our October meeting, but a lot of progress is gonna have to go. First thing is you gotta get it cleaned up. At least, you know, make it look good, and you are spending a lot of money in there. And again, the parish loves to see businesses in this community because we get taxes off of those things. So for sure, we don't want you to have to tear it down and then you move out of this parish. So I will make a recommendation that we extend this until it still stays under the condemnation, correct, as it is right now? Or should I, let me just make this motion to continue it until the October meeting. But I need to see some progress, okay? Mr.
So we're, Ms. Camilla?
I would recommend that a permit be pulled for any renovations that are being done to this structure.
That was gonna be my question,
Yeah.
if they had a permit for the work that's being done.
No, I didn't have a permit. I've been working on it since the storm. Well, I lost 7 buildings for the storm. That's the last building I had to repair.
Okay, well, but what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to go apply for a permit
Okay.
on this, because it
It only helps.
can't get it inspected to make sure that it meets all the codes unless you had a permit to get started with and give some kind of idea. I can understand, I can appreciate where you've gone from this, okay, with all the buildings that you had that would demolish. But again, we gotta work within the law. So go get that permit. I'll vote to make a motion to continue it until the October meeting, but get it cleaned up around there. You know, you eat with your eyes, okay? And if it looks good, then you're less likely to have a problem with it.
Okay.
All right?
Okay, so Mr. Babin makes a motion to continue the matter until the October condemnation hearings. Second by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. Eight yeas, 1 nay. Motion carries. And sir, please go to the permit office. That can only help you because then this department can look at that, see that you have a permit, that you are doing it, you are making progress. That'll help you in your situation. And they are required to have any renovations done in the parish, you are required to have a permit. Thank you, sir.
Thank you all. Have a good day.
Item L, 7311 Shrimpers Row.
This matter was continued from the April 23rd, 2024 condemnation hearing. An inspection conducted on July 16th, 2024 indicated that repairs are being done to the structure. It is our recommendation to continue this matter for 6 months to allow the property owner to make necessary repairs to the structure.
Yes, sir. State your name and address for the record. You can move that mic to you.
Okay.
It bends.
James Soleil, 7311 Shrimpers Row. This property is my deceased grandfather's property that I happen to grow up in this home. And, you know, it was left in bad shape, but I've taken over the responsibility of renovating it and cleaning it up and just need a little more time.
Mr. Babin?
Yeah, actually, we spoke yesterday on the phone and I was down there Sunday on this one as well. And a lot has been done. So I concur with the administration that we continue this matter. All right?
So Mr. Babin makes a motion to concur with administration, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. Nine yeas, 0 nays. Motion carries. Mr. Soleil, that's continued for 6 months. I thought I read 6 months. It's 6 months.
Mhm. That's
Yep.
okay.
I know my eyes get fuzzy, but I'm pretty sure I read 6. Item M is 311 South Central Boulevard.
This matter was continued from the April 23rd, 2024 condemnation hearing. An inspection conducted on July 18th, 2024 indicated that this structure continues to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
Ms. Alcott?
I was appointed ad hoc on this property. I filed for a whereabouts ad, ran the usual searches, and I've had no contact. I did notice that on June the 12th, the property sold at a tax sale. So the home has changed ownership, and I sent notice to the new owner, but I haven't heard from them. And my understanding is that the order of condemnation was recorded in the at the courthouse before, so they bought it with notice of the condemnation.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hit you twice. Turn your button back on. Okay, Ms. Chauvin?
Make a motion to concur with admin. We're gonna roll with this one.
Mr. Chauvin makes a motion to concur with administration, seconded by Mr. Harding. Members, please vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item N, 2658 Anaheim Drive.
The initial complaint was received on July 21st, 2023. An inspection conducted on July 21st, 2023 indicated that this structure was in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 16th, 2024 indicated that this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
Yes, please state your name and address for the record.
Raymond Parker, 2658 Anaheim Drive.
And what's your intention with the property, sir?
I plan on renovating it.
All right. That's Mr. Pleasure's district. I was waiting for the light.
There you go. Thank you, Mr. Chair. So you plan to renovate it? How long you think it'll take you to renovate that?
I'm just getting started on it, so I'm not really sure how long it'll take. If I could just have a little time with it, I could start on the roof at least.
Okay. It's in pretty, you got any estimates or anything like that?
I got a guy to look at it. He told me I can still do something with it. It's just like I need to get on it, you know.
Okay. And it's been like that since the storm, correct?
Yeah, I was having trouble getting proof of ownership, so they didn't want to give me any money to help me with it. So
Okay. Michelle Porsche.
she's deceased. That's who the trailer is originally for.
Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do is, can you repeat your recommendation?
We were recommending that the structure be removed or demolished by August 30th, 2024, condemned.
Okay. And you haven't applied for any permits or anything like that? You just had somebody look at it, right? Okay. What's the relation, Miss Michelle, is to you guys?
Actually, I basically inherited the property from Michelle Porsche. That's where I was living when she passed away, that was in 2005. We have not had any contact with the family. We just continued to pay the note on the property and finish paying the note on the property. But the family, because we have trouble trying to reach any of them, they don't live here. I think she has like maybe 4 or 5 brothers or sisters. But I was left with the property because I was the one taking care of Michelle when she passed away.
Okay, so you're not family of Miss Michelle then?
No.
Okay, and when you say you pay the note on the property, you're paying the taxes?
It actually was tax exempt.
It's tax exempt, so
Yes.
there's a note that you're paying to as well?
No, we finished paying the note on
Okay,
it.
so you're finished paying the note, okay.
Yes.
I mean, I'm gonna go with the recommendation of administration, but I mean, I'm just gonna make a motion to concur with the administration.
All right, so Mr. Pleasure makes a motion to concur with administration. We have a second by Mr. Trosclair. Members, vote your machines. Ms. Brianna?
Before we continue and vote on that, Ms. Camilla and Ms. Dion, I don't have the paper in front of me to see, but I don't know that an estate or a succession was ever opened for Ms. Porsche. So if we don't have knowledge of those heirs on the clerk's website or on the assessor's website, then we don't have proper notice of those parties. So I would recommend continuing this matter.
We actually did appoint Courtney as our.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Perfect then.
Courtney, yes. And I ran ads and attempted to make notice, so the legal.
So there was no
requirements have been met.
response.
Yeah. No response.
Just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
So we're going with your motion, sir? Or are we gonna? Okay. So the motion, the votes were 9 yeas, 0 nays, so the motion passes. So what that means is the property's condemned and you got 30 days to take it down. So, Mr. Pleasure?
And just with legal here, just be very mindful of that by you guys not being and please, whomever can correct me if I'm wrong, if you don't own the property,
Owner.
I mean,
That's what I was saying. If I don't own the property, then why I'm responsible for
you're not.
tearing it down?
You're not.
They didn't give me no money for it, so.
Well, the way it works is, and I understand it seems harsh of me saying that we're going to tear it down. However, that's to my way of not having you spend a lot of money on a property that you don't own. First thing we need to do is probably find some family members, or if you can, and I know Miss Alcock, she reached out to,
We've been
you know,
trying since.
right. So that's where it's really out of our hands at that point, and I can't give you any legal advice, but I'd suggest trying to find someone who owns that property so you can buy it from them
So let me ask you a
or
question.
open a succession.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut
No,
you
go
off.
ahead.
Being that it's not in my name, so I wouldn't get in any trouble for it then, right?
What do you mean? Well, no, it won't come back on you
Okay,
guys.
that's what I wanted.
No, it'll come back on Michelle Porsche's estate. I'm to assume it's her estate at this point. But I don't want you to spend money on it, then they come back and say, hey, get off our property.
All right.
You know what I mean? So that's my
I've been
recommendation.
staying there for like 18 years, bro.
I get it.
Mr. Harding?
Yes, I'm not no legal guru either, you know what I mean? And you said it was actually given to you, and then the same way you couldn't get any assistance because you don't have deed. And so, you know what I mean, anything that you would have actually done, like Mr. Pleasure saying, you know what I mean, been null and void because anyone can come in and just pull the rug from under your feet. So, you know what I mean, the responsibility of you and whatever is being done here, there's no cost to you.
All right.
You understand? It's not your responsibility. But then if you under the assumption that you own that place, I suggest that you find some type of paperwork to prove that you do own it.
Ms. Camilla?
Also, we have to remember too that we have that American Recovery Fund. So it still would be no cost to the property owner if this structure is demolished
All right,
by the
Mr. Babin?
parish. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the only question I have is you said you had been paying the note on this. I mean, do you have some kind of paperwork that you showed? I mean, to me, that gets into a civil matter. You paid for something that you're not getting anything out of. You don't own the property. I would hope that you could probably try to recoup some of your money, or at least if you could find some of the property owners, maybe they would turn that property over to you guys. I mean, again, like Brian's saying, and so is Carly, none of us are legal gurus, nor can we give you any legal advice on that. But if you paid a lot of money so far to them, I would want to try to recoup some of that one way, shape, or form, either in cash or the property itself. They may want to get rid of it and turn it over to you guys, but you got to find the heirs.
Yeah, there was one person, because they were all out of state. I had contact with her mother, I had contact with her sister, and I had contact with a brother that lives in Texas. This been since 2005, and after she passed away, nobody ever came back and said anything. They didn't want to have anything to do with it. But when it came to me trying to contact them so that we can do a succession, because I did go to an attorney, but because he could not contact anybody, it was like we continued to pay the note because we were living
You're living there,
in
correct?
it, in the mobile home. And I do have the paperwork as far as giving us the title and all, but it's still in Michelle Porsche's name.
Okay. That's convoluted, but.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Item O, 5872 North Bayou Black Drive. Ms. Camilla?
The initial complaint was received on October 31st, 2023. An inspection was conducted on October 31st, 2023, which indicated that this structure was in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 17th, 2024, indicated that this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that the structure be condemned and the owners ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
Yes, my name is Penny Kennedy at 5872 North Bayou Black Drive. It's my brother's property and he is deceased. So I was trying to save his property so we all could condemn it. I'm disabled, so I know I can't pay the bill. So we all could condemn it and keep up
We
the
keep
property.
Just condemn the
Come a little closer to the mic. Come a little closer to the mic, please.
If we can just get some kind of help, we both are disabled. And the kids, we can't, two kids are dead and my brother is dead. So if we can get some kind of help to help us to demolish the property, demolish the trailer and keep the property for the, for the use.
All right, Mr. Harding?
Yes, and, oh, I'm on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Actually, similar to the previous, item that we had here, we're dealing with deceased people, and it's difficult, even though we have some ad hoc attorneys that's actually trying to locate these people, and these people are right down there in Gibson, but then I was not aware of it. Their intent is to, if possible, and it does qualify, maybe they can actually go with the program that's there, and you have to contact Ms. Camilla Brown here.
Okay.
And their intent is to tear it down. It's just the fact that
They don't have the money.
they don't have the money for it. So if that process can work, you know what I mean? But then just to be on the legal side of it, just going to extend it to the next condemnation hearing.
Okay.
You can do that too?
You
Yeah.
No,
if you
if they don't
concur-
have the, I'm sorry, Miss.
No, go ahead.
If they don't have the funding to tear down the structure, then the parish can step in with the American Recovery Fund.
So
And
American
get
Recovery Fund will actually go within the confines of what you're actually saying doesn't have to walk in. I was making sure that they had enough time where this process can take place.
How much time do we have?
So that funding would only cover the cost of the demolition. It will
Right.
not cover us maintaining the property.
Right, and
It
that's what
just-
we're looking for, yeah.
yes, right.
If that's the circumstances, then we can actually, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yes, so August 30th would be the deadline date, and then the parish would take over to go in and tear down the structure.
According to the services we have.
Mhm.
Okay, then, so I would agree with,
All right, so Mr. Harding makes a motion to concur with administration, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. Eight yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. So just what they said, after August 30th, if the structure is not down, then the parish is going to send somebody to take it down. If you'd like to speak with the nuisance abatement department, Ms. Brown, she could probably give you some more ins and outs. But we're not gonna maintain the property afterwards. Ms. Stewart, you want to turn your light on? There you go.
Yeah, just to clarify, I don't think they were asking that we maintain. I think they were asking that they actually remain owners of the property, correct?
Right.
So
Okay.
yes, we will not become the owners of the property, but we will demolish
So
it.
the estate would still
Yes, yes,
have
yes,
control of the property.
correct.
Yes.
Okay. Ladies, you understand that?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay,
yes. Thank you.
thank you. Item P, 608 Roussel Street.
The initial complaint was received on August 17th, 2023. An inspection conducted on August 17th, 2023 indicated that this structure was in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 16th, 2024 indicates that this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that the structure be continued for 6 months to allow for renovation since a permit was recently pulled.
Yes, sir. Name and address for the record, please.
Kurt Loop, 7553 Main Street, Homer.
All right, Mr. Luke. And the recommendation is to extend it for 6 months. Are you good with that, sir?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right. Mr. Pleasure?
Ms. Brown, when was that permit pulled or issued?
Yeah, today.
Today? Okay. So how long do you think it's gonna take to do what's your intention? And that's a renovation permit? I'm sorry?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
If you actually want to see the current pictures.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Inside, 90%.
Okay.
This is a house that I purchased prior to item.
Mhm.
Bought one property at a time. And it was in bad shape when I bought it. I was in the process of renovating it. I got 29 other properties that had damages with people living in it. I pulled off of this house, put it on the market for sale while I was renovating houses that I got people living in, with the intentions on either selling it before I'm finished the rest, or when I'm finished the rest, I was gonna complete this one. I actually got about 2 houses left, and my intentions was to get back on this house if it didn't sell before.
Okay. Okay, is that
The stuff that you see on the outside is white.
Mhm.
It's not painted because the house, I leveled it, put all new windows in it,
Yeah, I can see that.
put cement boards throughout the whole inside, sanded all the beaded board, repainted all the inside, and what's not painted outside is because I was replacing. But again, I pulled off the house to take care of other priorities.
Okay.
And I'm having issues with glass. I mean, the parish doesn't like to see it boarded up, but I got a friend that decides to throw bricks through the windows of my properties and then reports me to the parish. It happened on Leveron Street, it happened to my building on Main Street, and it happened to the front door of that house. And I got police reports, but I can't prove it's them.
Some more friends. All
Right.
right, my recommendation is to concur with administration.
So Mr. Pleasure makes a motion to concur with administration, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays. Mr. Loop, this is continued for 6 months, sir. Item Q, 216A Olive Cuba Road.
Upon our inspection on July 16th, 2024, it was found that the structure was torn down, but the debris has not been removed. This property will have to be continued to the next scheduled hearing due to a discrepancy with the address. And Courtney Alcock was, wait, on this one, yeah, Courtney Alcock was appointed as ad hoc for this structure or for this property.
Okay, sir. State your name and address for the record.
Jai Walker. I'm living at 108 Sandalwood right now.
Okay. And what she's saying is that y'all did tear down the trailer that was in the back, but it's still not cleaned up. It's still not all hauled away.
It's better than that right now.
Yeah, so what the recommendation is to continue it to the next scheduled hearing because of a discrepancy with the address. That's going to be in October. So please get that finished till October. And I know the next item, is that going to be you as well?
No, sir.
The house in the front, somebody different? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you got from now to October to finish cleaning up that property, sir?
Yes,
You
sir.
should be able to get that done?
It's down to the frame right now. We're gonna
Yes.
have somebody cut it up soon.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
all right. Mr. Harding?
Could you repeat that October date again, Darian?
23rd. For the meeting? For the-
October 23rd.
They usually sandwich it between the meetings, their meetings, so that would put it on the 29th.
Oh, really?
Because October, the 28th is the Monday. Like if you look at the council meeting dates, I was just sending an email out about it. So the second round of meetings in October.
Hang on just a second.
28th and the 30th. So if we sandwich in between those dates.
29th then.
29th would be the meeting date.
29th.
Okay.
Somebody needs to make a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Is that what y'all want to do?
Are you done, Mr. Harding?
Yeah, I just want to clarify the date.
Make a motion.
Yeah.
Make a motion to concur with administration.
So we have a motion to concur with administration by Ms. Chauvin, seconded by Mr. Champagne. Members, vote your machines. 8 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item R is 216 Olive Cuba Road.
The initial complaint was received on July 18th, 2023. An inspection was conducted on July 18th, 2023, which indicated that the structure was in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 16th, 2024, indicated that the structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to have it demolished or removed by August 30th, 2024. And Ms. Courtney Alcock was also appointed ad hoc on this property.
All right, ma'am. Please state your name and address for the record.
My name is Martha Walker. I live at 2656 West Main Street. This is property that's inherited by 7 people. I'm supposed to be owner of the majority. I'm the only one paying taxes on the property. I'm the only one cleaning up. I'm the only one hiring people to help. I'm the only one getting lambasted by the neighbor with him throwing debris on my property, I'm trying to keep it clean. I hired this young lady to help me. She's been harassed by the neighbor. It's like, it's a no-win situation, and I have roofers that have come and inspected the roof saying that there's some damaged wood that could be replaced. I've already purchased 10 to replace. I applied for a Hurricane Ida permit. I'm yet to receive that. I talked with Ms. Brown. I talked with Ms. Janine at the permit office, and they told me to show up here. And I would love to restore the roof and use this facility to continue collecting furniture to give to people who lose everything in fires and damaged homes, and just repair and give to them so they can start over again. I never, ever planned to put anybody living in that place because they have some horrible neighbors. So if you would give me the privilege to restore that, to continue helping the people who are losing everything through hurricanes and fires, I would be so honored.
All
And I
right.
don't mind paying for a permit if I can't get a hurricane permit. I have no problem with that.
So you applied with the parish permit office?
Yes, sir. But I haven't received any feedback yet.
Did you get the permit number?
I have it on my phone, but I didn't bring my phone because I didn't know I could bring my phone in. But I had to have a friend of mine help me with that because I'm not computer savvy. So I can get all that information to, well, Ms. Janine would have that most probably, or Ms. Brown might even have that. I'm not sure. But
Okay, that's-
I can give you pictures of what I've done with this house before. I worked with flipping houses before, and I'm not afraid to work. I'm not afraid.
So how long do you think it would take you to get this building into
If I can
condition?
get that roofer in there, to get that tin back on there, I can rock and roll. I mean, I have electricity, I have water. I I can give you pictures of what I did the first time it was damaged. And, I've had break-ins. I've had a lot of stuff going on. It's expensive to keep replacing the locks on the house from all the break-ins. I've called the police out. The neighbor keeps cutting trees and throwing them on my side of the fence. I have to hire people to help me. It's a battle, but you know what? I'm willing to straighten my crown and put my feet on the ground and keep it going. So if y'all would give me the privilege to do that, I would be very, very honored.
But how much time do you think it would take you to do that?
I can do a lot of damage in 3 months. I can get a lot of things done in 3 months.
Okay,
I just got to get that roof on there in the back of the house and get that wood that needs to be replaced. And I
okay.
do have the tin, and I do have the wood, and I have other supplies ready to rock.
Okay, hang on just a minute while I speak with one of my fellow. All right, Mr. Harding.
Yes. I make a motion to condemn, and actually extend them to 90 days.
So Mr. Harding makes a motion to concur with administration, except to change to give them 90 days instead of 30 days. Seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. So basically what we've done is we voted to condemn it, but give you 90 days to do what you need to do.
Okay,
So follow up with the permit office on the permit.
okay,
Make sure you speak with Ms. Camilla again
okay,
and keep them updated on what's going on.
Okay.
Because in 90 days, if they don't see anything, then
right,
the parish is gonna tear it down.
right. Well, the
But
roofer said he would.
if you make progress on it
Mhm.
in that time, then we can do something different with it.
Yeah, the roofer said as soon as he gets the permit that he can actually get up there and get it done, because I already have everything to go.
Yeah, and there's some other things looking at the structure that need to be attended to on the outside as
Right,
well. So all of that's gonna have to happen, and I notice it still has power to that
Correct.
building. But since you're just using it for storage, it still has to
Right,
be presentable to the
Right.
community.
right. And I have the pictures of when I first renovated it. And, I mean, I did a lot of
Yeah.
work on my own. So
Yeah,
if y'all would
we-
like to look at them to see the work that can be done, and it took me six
We'll
and a half
put, we'll put
months.
faith in you that you'll get it done, because you look like that type of person.
Thank you,
And,
appreciate that.
and like I said, just keep them informed as to what's going on, and we'll get this matter straightened up.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming out.
Thank you all.
Item S, 4730 North Bayou Black Drive.
The initial complaint was received on October 12th, 2022. An inspection conducted on October 13th, 2022, indicated that this structure was in fact in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 18th, 2024, indicated that the structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024. And Courtney Alcock was appointed ad hoc for this location.
Ms. Alcock?
I undertook the usual notification procedures. I had an ad run and mailed certified letters to all the addresses that I could find. I've had no contact. I also had a letter delivered to a federal credit union that had a lien on the property, and it was had a judgment against the property, but I've had no contact from them either.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Harding?
Yeah, really, the deal is with the people that has the lien on it, whatever, is decided here, we just go forward with what we have decided to do here. So I would actually, whatever administration recommends, to concur with the administration.
So Mr. Harding makes a motion to concur with administration, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item T, 217 Hampton Street.
The initial complaint was received on May 15th, 2023. We
I'm
recommend to
Jane Carlos on two
Hang
seventeen
on.
Hampton Street.
Okay, hang on just a minute, Ms. Carlos.
Okay.
We'll get to you.
Sorry.
Ms. Brown?
We recommend to continue this matter for 6 months to allow the property owner to make necessary repairs to the structure.
All right, Ms. Carlos.
Well, it happened like this. I had a new roof put on my house from the guy that had my roof done, and they put a new roof on it, but they never did the pipe to put the hot water heater to put back on the roof. They did a brand new roof on it, but I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, they didn't put the vent.
They didn't put the vent. Yes, sir. Because how can you use a hot water heater without a vent?
That's
It's
the
true.
problem. All right, so what they're recommending is
Mr.
that,
Troy Griffin is the one that, that did it, charged me $16,000 for my house, for that
okay.
roof.
So the recommendation is to give you 6 months to complete the repairs to the house. Are you gonna be able to do that?
Well, no, not yet. But
Six-
we supposed to go, how you say that, Shirley? My cousin Shirley's here to help me.
Shirley, Miss Shirley, do you understand what I'm saying? We're giving her 6 months to complete the repairs to the house. Is that gonna be,
She has her permit
I got my permit.
okay,
and we working on a loan at South Louisiana Bank. She's
Okay.
got a person to repair it. The insurance is the big problem.
okay.
Yeah.
We've been getting, estimates for insurance.
I think everybody's in that same boat in the parish. I know I certainly am.
$595.
Right,
It's crazy.
all right.
And she's a widow and on a fixed income.
Right. So we pray that you can get your loan and get this property, get the work done within the 6 months. So make every effort to do so, or we'll be revisiting this in 6 months.
And also, is there any kind of help that people can, I see all these houses getting tore down and they're building them.
There are different things that are out there. If you contact the different departments in government, they might
got
be
the
able
permit.
to direct you on that, maybe with the housing department, or that'd be the best one, the housing department with Terrebonne Parish. They would be able to tell you all the programs that are available to you. Okay,
Okay.
Mr. Wazan?
Let's see, I have the permit.
Yep, you're good.
Yeah.
This is a bad picture because our house don't look that bad.
It's kind of fuzzy.
Yeah.
Mr.
It's like
Mr.
the
Wazan.
roof is all
What was her
messed up.
name?
She's got a
What
brand
was
Ms.
her-
Carlos?
Carlos. And who's Miss Gidry?
That's her maiden name.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you Jane
That's
Carlos.
Yeah, Jane Carlos. I used to be a Gidry before.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I didn't hear Gidry.
Yeah, because my daddy was Tadris Gidry.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna make a motion to,
Concur. So we have a motion by Mr. Wazan to concur with administration, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members vote your machines. You had something, Mr. Harding?
Yeah, I just want to say I love you, ladies.
9 yeas, 0
I want to
nays.
live back in my house.
The motion is carried. Okay, ladies, thank you for coming. You got your permit. Go and beg them people for that loan and call the housing department so that way you can see what things are available to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Item U, 313 Roselawn
Thank you.
Avenue.
The initial complaint was received on May 4th, 2023. The initial inspection was conducted on May 4th, 2023, which indicated that this structure was in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 15th, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024. And Courtney Alcock was appointed ad hoc on this property.
Ms. Alcock.
I was appointed on this. I ran ads and sent out letters to all addresses that I could find, and I have not had any contact other than Miss Judy Carter, who bought some of the interest at a tax sale and indicated that she believed that the property had been redeemed. Um, so other than that, I've had no contact with anyone from the family.
Mr. Pledger.
This is to Ms. Brown. Now, I noticed there's appears to be some sort of trailer or something like that in the backyard. I don't know if that's still connected as far as the power is to the property, but I know we're gonna run into a problem if, we do that. So what I'll do is, I'll concur with administration, but of course, we'll have to figure that part out once it's done.
We can definitely try to go out like we did prior
Correct. That's,
and see
yeah.
what we can do.
all right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have a motion by Mr. Pledger to concur with administration, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item V, 2602 Bryant Street.
The initial complaint was received on May 26, 2023. An inspection was conducted on May 26, 2023, which indicated this structure, in fact, to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 15, 2024, indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that the structure be condemned and the owner ordered to have the structure demolished or removed by August 30th, 2024. And this one also, Courtney Alcock was appointed ad hoc for this property.
Ms. Alcock.
I ran the ads and sent out letters to the known addresses, and I've had no contact with anyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Pledger.
I'm looking, well, what I did was I found one of the heirs to the property. Okay, so what would what would that, as far as Miss Alcock being appointed as the ad hoc for that, would the heirs fall under, notification too as well? That's just a question, Miss Alcock.
I didn't see where there was any succession opened. I mean, they have an interest in it for sure. It's not legally binding yet because they haven't opened the succession, but it would be in their interest to attend to the property if they
Okay.
plan on opening a succession. But they didn't. They didn't see my ad or contact me. So
Right. What could we do outside of your recommendation, administration, in regards to, because I can put the heir in direct contact with Ms. Alcock, or outside of the recommendation, that's where we're at. I'm not, kind of guide me on that, help me out a little bit if I.
So outside of the current recommendation, well, if you would like to continue it so that the heir can meet with Courtney and give their intentions as to what they plan to do with the property.
Okay, okay, all right, thanks. I'd like to make a motion to, give the heirs at least 30 days to, or 60 days to, to get with Ms. Alcock to see what the intent is for the property. Naturally, if they don't, it would just fall on the next one, I'm assuming, right?
The next meeting?
Next meeting, yes.
Yeah, which
Next,
would be approximately 90 days, so yeah.
well, 90 days. I'll give them 90 days to actually get with Ms. Alcock, the heirs, and then,
So the motion is.
okay. All right,
Yeah.
well, we'll make a motion to defer to the next meeting.
So we have a motion to continue this matter until the next meetings in October 20, what we said it was, 29th? 29th. And seconded by,
That's right, Chris?
all right, Ms. Chauvin.
29.
Members vote your machines. 8 yeas, 1 nay, motion carries. Item W, 156 Dupree Lane.
The initial complaint was received on December 4th, 2023. An inspection conducted on December 5th, 2023 indicated that this structure was in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 15th, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owners ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024. And Ms. Courtney Alcock was appointed ad hoc for this property.
Yes, ma'am. Please state your name and address for the record.
Good afternoon. My name is Jeanette Colazzo, 126 Maryland Street.
And what's your intention with the property, ma'am?
My intentions for the property was to demolish the trailer after the hurricane. I was in a sheriff program demolition where they were supposed to help me to demolish the trailer for free. They was waiting on FEMA to approve it because they said without FEMA they wasn't gonna be able to do it for free. I haven't heard from the guy that reached out to me about 2 years ago. I actually left it in the dark after that. Soon as I received the notification, I've been making some calls to see how much it would be to demolish the trailer, which the quote that I received was for $6,000.
Ms. Chauvin?
Okay. So you've already reached out and you've not been able to contact.
No, I haven't reached out to the guy. I had talked to Miss Courtney a couple of days ago in regards to that because I have the guy number, but I haven't been able to reach out to him. I had left him voicemails and everything, and he doesn't call me back. So I don't know if the program was closed out or what happened with the program, but I was trying not to come out of pocket with $6,000
Right.
for the
Okay.
demolish.
Okay. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna, I make a motion to concur with administration.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ms. Chauvin makes a motion to concur with administration, seconded by Mr. Harding. Members, vote your machines.
I'm sorry, would I lose the property?
No,
No.
no, ma'am. So it's 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. So what would happen in 30 days if the property is not removed? The parish is going to go, the structure is not removed. The parish is going to remove the structure, but you're going to retain ownership of the property. You're going to be required to keep the grass cut and all that stuff. Okay. All
Okay,
right.
thank you.
Thank you for coming out.
Y'all have a good one.
Item X, 8608 Park Avenue.
Upon our inspection on July 16th, 2024, the structure had been torn down, but the demolition debris is still on the property. So it is our recommendation to condemn and have the owner to remove the debris by August 30th, 2024.
Somebody want to make a motion on that? We have a motion to concur by Mr. Trosclair, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Mr. Harding?
Ms. Brown, we went through something like this before with another piece of property. And for those that are maybe out there and those people that are in the future, if there is the program here and people actually tear down these structures themselves, and we have an opportunity to go there, so if we tear them down, we'll actually haul the debris off too, right?
That's
All right.
correct.
But if they tear it down, then we're not responsible for the debris. They have to remove the debris themselves
That is correct.
correctly. You know what I mean? So I just want to put that out there for tonight and going into the future. You know what I mean? We have a lot of properties that we're taking care of. Those people that get these letters, I see the parish is coming up, and I guess the people that are out there see that we're willing to work with people. But if you call the nuisance abatement and get the full information, you get these letters, get as much information as you possibly could. And Ms. Brown and the other lady, they work with y'all. So we're doing the best we could to clean up the parish, but we are working with the people that we have here. So I just want to put that out there for those people. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Harding. So, members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item Y, 121 Piping Rock Drive.
The initial complaint was received on July 18th, 2022. An inspection was conducted on July 20th, 2022. I'm sorry. How you move again? I'm sorry. An initial inspection was conducted on July 20th, 2022. And the structure was found to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 15th, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owners ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024. And Ms. Courtney Alcock was appointed ad hoc for this property.
Ms. Alcock.
I placed an ad and served notice on the addresses that I had, but I've had no contact with anyone on this property.
Okay. We have a motion to concur by Mr. Trosclair, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item Z, 5400 Gratian Street.
The initial complaint was received on September 14th, 2023. Wait, Tammy, what I did?
It went blank.
Mhm. Okay. The initial complaint was received on September 14th, 2023. An inspection was conducted on September 26th, 2023, which indicated this structure was in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 15th, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024. And Ms. Courtney Alcock was appointed ad hoc on this property.
Yes, ma'am. Please state your name and address for the record.
Yes, the address, that one, 5400 Gratian Street?
Your name and address.
Oh.
Your name and
Oh,
address.
My name is Wa, and I live at 101 Westwood Drive in Homer.
And this is your property?
No, it's my mom.
And what's the intent to do with the property?
Well, she can't do nothing, she's disabled, so if, we
Oh,
need, there's
okay.
nothing I can do.
Ms. Chauvin?
Make a recommendation to concur with admin.
All right, so we have a motion to concur with administration, seconded by Ms. Chauvin, seconded by Mr. Champagne. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. So what's going to happen after August 30th, if the structure is not taken down, the parish is going to send somebody out and they're going to take it down. You'll be notified.
Okay,
Thank you, ma'am.
thank you.
Item AA, 3626 Thomas Drive.
The initial complaint was received on August 30th, 2022. An inspection was conducted on August 31st, 2022, which indicated the structure was in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 15th, 2024, indicated the structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owners ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024. And Ms. Courtney Alcock was appointed ad hoc for this property.
I
Ms.
ran
Alcock.
the notice ads and sent out letters on this property, but I've had no contact from anyone.
All right.
Motion to concur with administration.
Mr. Pledger makes a motion to concur with administration, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item BB, 444 Mozart Drive.
The initial complaint was received on January 3rd, 2023. An inspection conducted on January 9th, 2023 indicated this structure to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 16th, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owners ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024. And Ms. Courtney Alcock was appointed ad hoc for this property.
Yes, ma'am, sir. If you state your name for the record, name and address, please.
Frederick Azama, 3709 Friendswood Drive.
Nicole Salisbury, 3709 Friendswood Drive.
And what's your intention with the property?
It was to be torn down. We got robbed twice, so there you go. And I was gonna tear it down myself. I called the permit people, and they said that I didn't have enough time to do it for this hearing, so I didn't. I'm really come here and trying to figure out what's the
What's the
what's the obligation, like what I gotta do, the steps I gotta take, because the permit lady said that I wouldn't have enough time to do it for this point right here. So.
All right, Mr. Pleasure.
Yes, Mr. Chair. This, due to their circumstances, I guess, will this fall under, could we do this under the American Recovery as well, where we would tear it down for them? And it
Yes,
wouldn't be any burden on them? Okay.
yes.
All right, well, this is what we're going to do. I'll concur with the recommendation of administration. And what that means is that if you guys aren't able to tear it down by the deadline, which is the 30th of August, then the parish will come in and tear that property down thereafter. But it won't be any burden on you guys after that.
You're still going to retain ownership of the lot, the property.
Correct. And you are required to maintain it after that.
Okay, thank
Easy
you
enough?
so much.
Absolutely.
So we have a motion by Mr. Pleasure to concur with administration, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. 8 yeas, 0 nays, motion passes. Item CC 7111 Grand Caillou Road.
The initial complaint was received on October 4th, 2023. An inspection conducted on October 5th, 2023 indicated this structure was in fact to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 16th, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owners ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024. And Ms. Courtney Alcock was appointed ad hoc for this property.
Ms. Alcock?
Again, I ran the whereabouts ad and sent out certified letters to all the known addresses, but I haven't had any contact from anyone on the property.
Mr. Babin?
I make a motion, we concur with administration.
We have a motion by Mr. Babin to concur with administration, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item DD 114 Downell Drive.
The initial complaint was received on July 29th, 2022. An inspection conducted on September 2nd, 2022 indicated this structure was in fact to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 15th, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
Yes, sir. Please state your name and address for the record.
George Vils, Homer, Louisiana, 141 Porcelina, Homer, Louisiana.
And your intentions with the property, sir?
Getting it restored, bringing it back up to condition, getting the outside of it done. I already started on the side. I just found out about this 3 weeks ago. So somehow somebody went there and paid the taxes and had all our information going to their house in Texas. So we just found out about this 3 weeks ago.
Question for you. You're George Vils Jr., correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you were informed by the ad hoc attorney, I guess,
No, sir.
No?
No,
Okay.
I found out through Mr. Derrick Henry that wound up getting our property mail sent to him in Texas. So,
Okay.
and which that was illegal for him. Somehow I talked to the tax office, had them to not have our tax information going to his house, but somehow our information from this hearing right here went straight to his house instead of coming to one of our houses.
And you weren't informed of any of that
Wasn't informed of
information?
none of it.
Okay.
So
fair
I
enough.
already started, the sidings already got plywood, and this weekend, I'm gonna have them start cutting all the trees and stuff down and go get a permit for the roof and everything. So I'm gonna get everything back up and going on it within about 6 months to a year.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion for us to continue this until the next hearing, October 29th. And then we'll revisit and see where now, we'd like to see substantial, or
Progress.
quite a bit of progress.
Yeah.
And we'll be looking at it every now and then periodically, and hopefully you can make some progress by then, and then we can just kind of.
Yeah, the
move
size of it is already done. I had that done over the weekend. Like I say, I only had a short period of time to try to get things worked on, but by the time you look at it again, there'll be big progress going on.
Fair enough. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
So we have a motion to continue this matter until our next meetings, October 29th, 2024, by Mr. Pleasure, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. So, Mr. Veals, make sure you get that permit. That's gonna help you a lot in this situation, because then you'll be subject to inspections and stuff, and we'll have a good idea of what's going on. And the matter is gonna be brought up again on October 29th, so you're gonna get noticed again. And then we'll see what's happening there, and another decision will be made. Mr. Pleasure?
Also, make sure, if you can, try to get that permit before August 3rd.
All right, I'll get it.
It'd be in your
taken care of.
benefit to do
Ms.
that.
Brown?
Mr. Fields, if you don't mind, could you step forward to give us your telephone number, please?
Just
Can you
tell
give,
her-
can you give these ladies, this
Right
lady
here.
right here?
Yeah, right there. You can just.
That way they can be in touch with you.
985-209-5633.
Beautiful structure if you fix it back up, restore it. Next item is item E, 147 Raymond Street.
The initial complaint was received on July 2nd, 2020. An inspection was conducted on July 8, 2020, which indicated this structure was in fact to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 15, 2024 indicates that this structure is still in the same condition. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024. And Ms. Courtney Alcock was appointed ad hoc on this property.
Yes, ma'am. Please state your name and address for the record. You can pull that mic down. The gentleman was a little taller than you.
My name is Susan Jarbo. It's 516 Sadie Street. The owner is my ex-husband. And my son and I have been working on this for about a year, trying to get it torn down, which just taking us a long time.
All right.
And he's in a home, I don't know if I said, he's in a home in Patterson. He had a stroke in 22 and he's paralyzed on his left side. We didn't find out about this property till last year.
Okay, Mr. Pleasure?
So, Ms. Jarbo, you said you didn't find out about it until last year, that it was in this state, that it was,
No, that it was on the condemnation list.
okay. And how long do you think it's gonna take you guys to have it torn down, or what's your intent? Is it to tear it down?
Yes, we have everything. We took, all the sheetrock is gone, all the insulation is out, most of the paneling is out, most of the flooring is out. The entire back room is gone. I have a couple of pictures of, I don't know who wants them. Do I need to give them to y'all?
And you said that Mr. Kent's your ex-husband?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Just condemn it and let it go through the rest of it. Finish it off. He can answer that question if he wants it torn down. It's still on.
Mr. Jarbo, I have a question for you, and I'm looking at the pictures here that you've provided. Now, is Mr. Kent in agreement with having it torn down?
Yes.
Because I see there's a F-250 under there, and it's been under there for quite some
He
time.
refuses to sell it.
Well, yeah, I get it.
My son's been after him, but
Okay,
he really thinks he's gonna be able to.
right, because the property behind that was torn down last year. I mean, it came before us too as well.
Right, well,
So,
the little house next to that is his also. So if he
right.
does get out of the home, he has a place to go to.
Right, right. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'll concur with the administration on that. And that's my recommendation.
So we have a motion by Mr. Pleasure to concur with administration, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machine. Electronics, man, you gotta love it. 9 yeas, 0 nays, so the motion carries. So, what's, okay, y'all are talking, taken care of, we're good. We'll move on to our next item, which is FF 111 Sterling Drive.
The initial complaint was received on June 9th, 2022. An inspection was conducted on June 22nd, 2022, which indicated this structure to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 16th, 2024, indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024. And Ms. Courtney Alcock was appointed ad hoc on this property.
Ms. Alcott?
Hi, I ran the whereabouts ad and also attempted to send certified letters. I was able to get one letter delivered to a grandchild. I believe the owners are both deceased, but they didn't give me any information about with their plans, and I've had no other contact.
Mr. Babin?
Make a motion to concur with administration.
We have a motion by Mr. Babin to concur with administration, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item GG 116 Alex Williams Lane.
Due to insufficient service to a lien holder, this property will be continued to our next scheduled hearing.
We need a motion to concur with administration. We have a motion by Mr. Harding, seconded by Mr. Pleasure to concur with administration. Members, vote your machines. 8 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item HH 2604 Bryant Street.
The initial complaint was received on May 26, 2023. An inspection conducted on May 26, 2023 indicated this structure to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 17, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owners ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024. And Ms. Courtney Alcock was appointed ad hoc for this property.
Yes, ma'am. Please state your name and address for the record.
Cheryl, Maryland, 1607 Sprucedale Drive, Antioch, Tennessee.
And your intent with the property?
I would like to have it demolished, but I am not, I can't afford to have it done. So
Okay.
I would like to ask for assistance to have it demolished.
All right, Mr. Pleasure.
Okay, with that being said, ma'am, I do appreciate that you were able to come out here this evening for this. So my recommendation will be to concur with the administration, and I would highly encourage you guys to as well to open a session for that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We have a motion by Mr. Pleasure, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item II 134 Red Street A.
The initial complaint was received on July 26, 2023. An inspection conducted on July 26, 2023 indicated this structure was in fact to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 16, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
Mr. Harding?
I most certainly agree with the administration. I got out of my car to inspect the building, a snake met me there. So therefore, I'm concurring with the administration.
So we have a motion by Mr. Harding. Ms. Alcock, I'm sorry.
This is Red Street.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I've made ran the ads, the whereabout ads, and sent out letters on this A and B, and I've had no contact from anyone. I did note that Terrebonne Parish government owns part of Red Street, this address, through I guess a tax sale or so. It's kind
Okay.
of interesting.
We have a motion by Mr. Harding to concur with administration, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. Y'all ain't right. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item JJ is 134 Red Street B.
The initial complaint was received on September 11, 2023. An inspection conducted on September 11, 2023 indicated this structure to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 16, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024, and Ms. Courtney Alcock was appointed ad hoc on this property.
Mr. Harding?
I concur with that, and I concur with administration. I also want to look into the fact that man, we own some part of this property because I've actually had to send our people over there in that area to actually kind of take care of some problems we had with tall grass. So if Terrebonne Parish itself, yes, ma'am.
It only falls like that due to a tax sale.
Okay.
So no, Terrebonne Parish doesn't actually own it. It's just due to a tax sale.
Okay, then. That's good then. I'm concurring.
So
Probably alligators also.
we have a motion by Mr. Harding to concur with administration, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item KK 101 Hidalgo Drive.
The initial complaint was received on July 13th, 2023. An inspection conducted on July 13th, 2023 indicated this structure to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices were issued. An inspection conducted on July 16th, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
Motion to concur with administration.
We have a motion by Mr. Pleasure to concur with administration, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. Nine yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item LL 1459 Ellender Street.
The initial complaint was received on May 5th, 2023. An inspection conducted on May 8th, 2023 indicated this structure to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 15th, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2023.
Please state your name and address for the record.
I'm sorry.
My name is Jamie Brunet, and I reside at 30 Magnolia Street in Raceland, Louisiana.
And your intent with this property?
That's not my property, by the way. I don't know if you need to have the picture, but that's not mine. Does that matter? Oh,
The picture that's up there? No.
no, that's not my house. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay. So currently this house is still registered. Well, so it was registered with FEMA, their demo program. And I did speak with them in January, and that was the most recent confirmation of that I had. But since I got the notice for the condemnation, Beryl happened, so it's like a 6-hour wait to get through on FEMA. So I don't have like the most current status on that. It is also still in litigation. The insurance company went bankrupt, and I have a lawyer, and he's working with LIGA, and we have a court hearing coming up, or a settlement conference. However, I'm not really like, I don't have a problem with it being. I don't know exactly what condemn means. I have a little bit of clarification on that. Just because I'm so nervous, I don't want to like make any decisions, and that would cause me any issues with the house or whatever. But
What the recommendation is that the structure be taken down or removed.
so I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that as long as I don't know if none of these pictures really show it, but so like on that first picture on the top left, on the like far left of the screen, that would be outside of the screen, there is a shed and all of my stuff is in there. So I'd like that to still be intact. It is registered with Restore Louisiana. And so contingent on some paperwork that I'm holding out to get at the settlement conference from LIGA. They need the claim summary, and since the insurance company went bankrupt, we never received that. So hopefully we can get that through the settlement, and then I can give that to Restore, and they'll rebuild the property for free, which would be excellent. So I just asked that all the pipelines and stuff stay intact, because I wouldn't be able to afford to get all of that. So as long as it's done, up to standard, and I can keep my shed on the property, that would be great, because I have had to file 2 police reports, and there was one arrest for people living in it. And so, which is scary. It's a liability for my insurance. It's a liability for community. And so I don't have the money to demo it, so I'm fine with that.
Mr. Champagne?
Yeah, so is the shed part of the condemnation? Do we know?
No, the shed is not part of the condemnation, which is why it's not included. The shed
Okay.
is still in good condition.
That makes sense. Thank you.
Okay. And so all the pipes and all are gonna stay, just to clarify,
I don't know about the piping stuff.
like, not, well, the actual, like,
And
coming to the property.
The only reason that I say that is because my only hope to get this, like, the lawsuit that I've have is not enough to restore the property. It's dwindled down so much through the 3 years with different guidelines and things like that. So my only hope to have the house rebuilt is through Restore Louisiana. And there is an incident that they had with another rebuild where somehow the gas lines got damaged or were damaged. It's up for debate, but the homeowner is not able to restore the pipelines, and they don't have gas to the house. So I just have to make sure that I go about this, most correctly, so that I can have it rebuilt and I can live in it.
Ms. Stewart?
Yeah, what I can do, I can check with our purchasing department when they do the bids. I don't think they'll actually remove lines and pipes, but I'll confirm that information. And if they are able to leave them, then we'll ask that they leave it there.
Thank you. All right, I'll make a motion to concur.
Okay, we have a motion to concur with administration by Mr. Champagne. Mr. Babin seconded. Mr. Harding?
Yeah, Chris, when they go in and tear it out, we just disconnect the electricity that's going to these establishments? And
I don't
then
trust it. I
there's
don't
no
trust it,
electricity
like-
there. And
I hate to say that.
and the gas,
I just don't trust it. Like I mean, and it's nobody. It's not like
On
offensively or personal. I just don't have a reference, and I just can't afford to make it work.
Yeah, so that's what I was stating. What we will request is that the utilities and any hazards that are connected to those utilities be removed. So if it's pipes and things like that, I don't think so. And so then when we demolish, unless if they're like under the slab, we don't normally remove the slab. So, but I'll check, like I said, and confirm and see exactly what they do remove. And if they can leave it there, then we'll request that they let it stay there.
well, what I'm saying, that's why I refer to Chris, is the fact that it's like it's a water meter. There's so much into the water that it's our responsibility. Once it goes on the other side, that's the responsibility of the
We
resident.
won't remove the meters. We'll leave that to the utility companies to remove
Yeah,
whatever
so we're
is
gonna
there.
send those people over there, and then it's only limited what we can do if we're gonna destroy it.
So the utilities are contacted prior to the demolition, and then the various utilities companies go out there and remove things, shut things off. So in the case of a water meter, Waterworks is going to go out and remove the meter and cap the line at their end. So what happens on the customer's side of the line doesn't matter.
Well, my bigger concern is that this is a house lifted on cinder blocks and the pipelines run underneath the house. So if you just go in with a clean sweep and bulldoze it down, like how do you know that you're not, and is it gonna be inspected? Because there's no water right now being on the property. However, I'm just worried about keeping the pipelines intact.
Mr. Pleasure?
Okay, ma'am, I think, you're saying you don't want the pipes, damaged, whatever. However, you're giving the parish the liberty of going in, condemning the property to be able to help you out. And I want to put it on record that we're not responsible for, things that the Restore or whomever else might come behind us to say, well, if this pipe was here still, or if, something was in place here, we're not going to be held liable for that. So
Well, that's what I know that, like, I lived in the house in the last 7 months and everything was intact. So I know that anything between, from this point to the next point, if there's damage, it's not my fault. And before Restore, if y'all bulldoze it down and there's damage, that's not my fault and it's not their fault. So then who's going to pay for the fault is what I'm saying. Like, I just want to know, is there some assurance to me that there's no further damage to the property? I'm a single mom. I lost everything in the storm.
well, we can't give you that. We can't give you the assurance and say, and take liability upon ourselves when we're
So
helping
it's
you
just
guys
either
out.
way, like I'm just like it's good luck.
Well, I mean,
that sounds really reckless to me.
or you
Like,
can do it yourself.
I can't afford to do it myself.
Well, that's one of those things. I mean, we can't be held liable for your piping. Now, naturally, they're going to do the 811, or they're going to make the necessary phone calls with the various utilities to make sure that piping or utilities are shut off to the property, so it's not a safety hazard to the community itself. However, our vendors or contractors will go in at that point and they'll demolish the property. Now, if there's something that happens that's considered unsafe at that time, then the vendors will be responsible for that. But I just want you to understand that if Restore comes in and says, well, you needed this, and if this was here or that was here, you wouldn't have to pay for it. We're not being held liable for that portion of it. Just want you to understand that.
I know, it's just really disheartening because it's like, I don't know if you ever lost your house in a storm and I had insurance and did everything right, especially as a young single mom. But it's like every time you turn around, you get screwed, and there's no promises, or the promises are broken. There's just no security in anything. And you're just always the one constantly left trying to figure it out and make it work, and it's just, I just would like some kind of reassurance,
Well, we are helping you out.
No, I get that, but then it's like, hey, we'll clean your property for you, but if your pipes are messed up, that's $10,000. That's the same price as I got from the estimate to have it demoed. So, like, I'm either doing it now or doing it later or whatever.
Well, I will say this, the pipes that are currently on the house, they won't be there when it's all said and done. The pipes that are
pipes
on the
that are
house
above the slab.
right now, above the slab, they won't be there. So if that's the case, if you want those pipes, you need to take those pipes off.
No, they're underneath the house. The water line runs under the house. So when they demo it, they're going to take it all down.
Ma'am, it's on cinder blocks. I get it. So the pipes are under there. Whatever pipes are not in the ground will be gone. Let me put it like that for you.
Got it.
But the pipes that are underground running, so your sewer pipes, your water line, your gas line, that's still gonna be in the ground.
I know, but I just had all the pipes done so that I could outfit the FEMA trailer, so like the camper that was there for 2 years. So I know that all the pipes are new. I know where they're at. They're above ground under the house. So they're all going to get ruined and I'm going to have to come out of pocket again.
But they're
for that.
underground at some point, coming to the house.
Yeah, it's the spouts and stuff, or the connectors,
Yeah, that's still gonna be there. It's just what comes up through the floor that's gonna be removed with the structure.
And then bear with me, I'm not a contractor. I don't know that I'm even like using the correct, that's just I have to ask the
We
questions.
understand you. No, we understand you. Mr. Babin?
Yeah, I think we all understand where you're coming from on
Yeah.
this, and I want you to know that we do. We have empathy in this. You just said they were changed, but I was getting ready to tell you, more than likely, the piping that you have there right now would not meet the new code. It may not even meet the configuration of the house that you're gonna put there, okay? So whether it is torn down and the piping is gone, again, in the demolition process, whenever that utility comes out there, if you could get somebody to, if you think the pipes are reusable, they're gonna cut it off at the service. And then from there, you could dismantle it, is what I'm saying, and maybe put that in the back by your shed. But more than likely, the pipes are not gonna meet the new permit requirements anyhow.
That makes sense. Is there a juncture between now and the demo where they'll, like, the utility will reach out to me, or do I have to make my due diligence to reach out to them to make sure that everything is done to secure those things, or
Just,
to?
ma'am, just because it's gonna, it goes up for condemnation or could be, to be condemned on August 31st, that doesn't mean that they're
Oh,
there
no.
on September 1st.
No, 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 I understand
Okay.
that.
I would, if I were you, I would recommend that you contact their office and they can give you a better timetable.
guidance, okay.
On where, it has to go to purchasing, correct, from here. But they can give you information on who to contact to maybe where you could coordinate it. But like Mr. Pledger said, the parish is helping you out.
No,
here
and I
by
appreciate that
taking
because
care
it's
of
been a burden for the last few years, and especially now that
Sure.
the house next door to it, where you can see in the first picture, they've set up some security cameras because people have been living there and looting wire, whatever. And so, it's scary because I don't know what they're doing in there, and that's a liability on me for the insurance. So, I am grateful. Appreciate it.
Mr. Pulaski.
Ma'am, you said you were approved for Restore LA?
So I do, so Restore Louisiana needs my supportive documentation with my claim summary. I never received a claim summary when Southern Fidelity went bankrupt. So I have a settlement conference August 15th, and we've asked and put in a request to get it, but that would provide us leverage for the payout, so they won't provide us the claim summary. So I have until August 15th to appeal. So I am still active with them, and I am appealing for the rebuild, hopefully contingent on getting that document. However, FEMA said that they can also provide me with their document, but I didn't realize that until I pursued it recently. So I'm waiting the 20-day period to get that in the mail. The full report, I had to sign and release.
Yeah. Well, as far as Restore LA goes, Restore LA built a home behind my house, and they scraped everything down to the dirt, and then like you said, the new house, the configuration was different and stuff. So they put in all new utilities, sewer, water lines, everything connected from the meters and taps. But I understand that you still have a few steps to go through to get to that point.
Yes, sir.
And I totally feel your pain because I had Southern Fidelity too.
Yeah, it's been
Ms. Chauvin?
disheartening.
Okay. So I would tell you, if you have any problems with Restore Louisiana, reach out to your state rep because they have a liaison that will get to them faster than sometimes you.
Yeah, I
yourself.
did. I didn't know what my next step would be with that because I had for months been telling them I can't get a claim summary. The lawyer can't get a claim summary. Like, certainly there has to be some kind of other way when it qualifies, because I've been qualified with them for at least 6 months or so, where someone who's qualified meets all the requirements. Like, there's nothing for me if I can't get this, when you understand the insurance company's not going to provide it. And they've just kind of said, well, now you have to appeal. And it's like, I don't know if I'll try to work, I'm going to get it done. But like, I don't know what the basis of being reapproved is when I still don't have that paper,
Okay.
So
I just want to let you know that they have aligned to a liaison with Restore.
and I tried to get one through LIGA, but now that I have an attorney, they won't talk to me. The attorney's been, they can't, they're brick walled. So it's just been a hassle, but I appreciate that.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Okay. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Item MM 202 Mahler Street,
What's the district? What's that property's district?
District 5. Mr. Champagne is
Hi.
your member.
Thank you. I didn't know that. I appreciate it.
So 202 Mahler Street,
The initial complaint was received on May 17th, 2023. An inspection conducted on May 17th, 2023 indicated this structure to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 16th, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
Motion to concur with administration.
we have a motion to concur with administration by Mr. Champagne, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. Nine yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item NN 1218 East Street.
The initial complaint was received on May 10th, 2023. An inspection conducted on May 11th, 2023 indicated this structure was in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 15th, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
Yes, sir. Name and address for the record, please.
1218 East Street,
And your name
Honey Swinehart.
and your intentions with the property, sir?
We're going to demolish that property. We started the process of doing this quite a while back, had some permit delays. But yeah, the intention is to demolish the property.
Okay. We have a motion to concur. What's your point at? Oh, you talking? We have a motion to concur by Mr. Trosclair. Second by Mr. Champagne. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Sorry, hit your button. Mr. Pleasure.
Got a question for you, sir. Where's that property located on East Street?
Well, I'm not very familiar. I don't own that property. I work for Geelan Properties.
Right behind the gas station on the corner.
We own that gas station. Well, we own one of the gas stations there too.
One on the corner.
Yeah,
That structure is right behind it.
Primo's.
Hmm?
Primo's, across from Taco Bell?
Yes.
Across from Taco Bell, behind that?
Right.
Well, that's Miss Kim's district. Okay, all right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Item 004505 Avenue J.
The initial complaint was received on July 27th, 2023. An inspection conducted on July 27th, 2023 indicated this structure was in fact to be in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 15th, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish and or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
Ms. Chauvin.
Want to concur with administration. Make a motion.
We have a motion to concur with administration by Ms. Chauvin, second by Mr. Harding. Members, vote your machines. 8 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item P 5773 Highway 56.
The initial complaint was received on August 29th, 2022. An inspection conducted on August 31st, 2022 indicated this structure was in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 16th, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
Ms. Chauvin.
I'd like to make a motion to concur with administration.
So we have a motion by Ms. Chauvin to concur with administration, second by Mr. Champagne. Members, vote your machines. Seven yeas, 1 abstention, motion carries. Item QQ 146 Klondike Road.
The initial complaint was received on August 17th, 2023. An inspection conducted on August 17th, 2023 indicated this structure was in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 15th, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
We have a motion to concur with administration by Mr. Trosclair, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item RR 2626 Bryant Street.
This property will have to be continued to the next scheduled hearing due to insufficient service to the lien holder.
We have a motion to concur by Mr. Pledger, second by Ms. Chauvin. Members vote your machines. Nine yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Item SS 453 by the Large Road.
The initial complaint was received on August 16th, 2023. An inspection conducted on August 16th, 2023 indicated this structure was in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 16th, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that the residential and accessory structure be condemned and that the owner is ordered to demolish or remove the structures by August 30th, 2024.
Please state your name and address for the record,
Candace Johnson, 677 Bayou Large Road.
and your intentions with the property.
Originally, it was to renovate, but due to complications with insurance and litigation, we just don't have the funds to completely renovate. So we've been working with real estate companies and have a couple buyers lined up, so we're trying to sell it.
Do you have a contract on it?
Not
or-
yet.
Okay. Mr. Pledger?
How long have you been actively trying to sell it?
Just
I've
recently.
had a few people interested in it, and it's one of those things where they call or reach out and then they never call me back. So
Okay.
we did have an appraisal done. There's value in the
Absolutely.
house. It's not,
Yeah, it's
I
been,
mean,
it was
it
gutted
can
after
be
the storm.
fixed.
It needs a new roof and the interior needs to be
We
redone, but
just-
it's still a sound home, you know?
don't have the money because of the insurance.
Okay. You do realize that if we condemn it now, it's gonna, it'll be on the condemnation list, but if we continue it, it'll be put on that list the next time if we haven't at least come under contract or at least,
Well, I'd like to at least have their opportunity. I mean, if worse come to worse, before I think I let it get condemned, I mean, I can financially pay to put a new roof on it.
What would need to be done
Right.
we can't fix it completely.
Yeah, I can't 100% remodel
Because
it, but I
the
mean, I can put a new
insurance-
roof on it and we can get it in a condition where it not condemnable, so to speak, you know?
right, now we're talking about the actual house and the accessory structure, correct?
The accessory structure needs to come down. That I can take care of. That, but the house, I won't have time or the funds to completely renovate, you know?
Okay. And recommendation from administration is to
Condemn.
condemn. Okay. Since you said you are actively selling the house or trying to
Yeah,
sell the
that's
At
property.
this point, we can't keep it.
Right, right. So what I'll make a recommendation to do is continue this to the next condemnation hearing. Now, the accessory structure, I'm asking you to help us out. If you can tear that down.
Yeah.
That would help us out. But we'll continue this specifics here until the next condemnation hearing, which is on October 29th of '24.
All right, so we have a motion by Mr. Pledger to continue this matter to the next condemnation hearings on October 29th, a second by Ms. Chauvin. Members vote your machines. Mr. Babin?
But just to clarify, in the motion, are you gonna say in those 90 days that structure has to be, the auxiliary structure has to be torn down? I mean, that.
Let me
would probably
clarify that
cover-
for you, Danny. I said in the motion, I'd like to make a motion that we continue this to October 29th, 2024. And can you help us out by tearing down the accessory structure yourself?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
That didn't answer my question, but
Well, really, hold on one second there, Mr. Chairman. What it is, I think, I want to share this with you, Mr. Babin, quite often, and I think this needs to be noted. I speak clearly, concisely, subject verb agreement is in place. I enunciate all of my words. I do not want you to continue to clarify something for me. The other 7 council members up here might appreciate that, but I do not. So I'm clear. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pledger.
So my answer to that is, that's fine, Mr. Pledger. I'm not trying to correct you. I just want to make sure that we don't have any kind of assurance as a parish that that's going to be torn down. We're asking to do it. I believe the man is going to do it. I just simply asked if you would like to put that into motion. If you don't, that's fine. We have no problem with that.
Thank you, Mr. Babin. Mr. Harding?
Yeah, Ms. Brown.
Yes.
I think we've had a situation where one piece of the complaint had a substitute structure or adjacent structure to it. And one part was taken care of and the other part was not taken care of. So, and that being in play, I'm assuming that that is the situation here that, you know, I mean, if one doesn't happen, if one is taken care of and the other one does not be taken care of, automatically that second structure would be, you know, maybe be part of the problem, right?
And so that, I think that's the reason why Mr. Pledger continued it to the next scheduled hearing, because it's going to give the property owner time enough to try to do some of the repairs to
Or sell it.
the main structure and then tear down the accessory structure.
Right, so yeah, it's all part of the whole deal. You 1205 Zero Street, the whole, everything that's there, that's part of the complaint then, right?
That's
Yeah,
correct.
thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Harding. So we have a motion and a second. Members, vote your machines. Eight yeas, 1 nay. Motion carries. So we're going to continue this, just so you're clear on it, to October 29th. So hopefully you can get it sold by then. If not, we'll revisit this. You'll be noticed again, and then we'll take an action on that evening.
Just, I guess from my own knowledge, what would happen if we would, let's just say, have a buyer or a contract in place prior to, but maybe not fully carry out the sale?
Contact the nuisance abatement office, ask for Miss Camilla Brown, inform her of everything that's going on, and she'll guide you from there.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you so
Mr.
much.
Pledger?
Well, that's, yeah, that's fine. What our chairman shared with you, that's exactly what I was going to recommend you guys to do.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. So we're on TT, yeah. Item TT, 229 Tudor Street. Ms. Brown?
The initial complaint was received on May 30th, 2023. An inspection conducted on May 30th, 2023 indicated this structure was in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 17th, 2024 indicated that this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and that the owner be ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
Mr. Wazan?
Motion to concur with administration.
So we have a motion by Mr. Wazan to concur with administration, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. By Ms. Chauvin. It's been a long one. Members, vote your machines. I don't know, maybe she can put some meat on that man's bones. 9 yeas, 0 nays, the motion carries. Item UU 112 Lambert Court.
The initial complaint was received on September 27, 2023. An inspection conducted on September 28, 2023 indicated this structure was in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 17, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
Yes, sir. Name and address for the record, please.
James Lambert, 522 H Street, Gretna, Louisiana.
And your intentions for the property?
That's the wrong address. On the 112 Lambert Court, I complied with that order, I got the paper right here, and I complied with it because what I did, I tore the house down, but the debris was left on the property, and they sent me this notice of 112 Lambert Court to remove the debris off of it. I done that. This has been done and cleared, taken care of.
At 112?
112 Lambert Court.
Okay,
That's the order they gave me, and I done took care of that.
okay.
Now they're starting in on me on 115 Lambert Court.
That's gonna come up next.
That's not the right address. 115 Lambert Court is my daddy's property. It's the family residence, my daddy's residence.
All right, so for 112 Lambert Court, you're saying that structure has been removed?
Well, I demolished it, but
The material's still there?
I demolished it years ago, and I just left the debris. And they sent me this 112 Lambert Court to clear it up. So I went over there and I cleared it all off, but I just didn't tell them, that it was done. Yeah, I didn't go back and say, well, look, I got this 112 Lambert Court taken care of. I didn't notify them of 112.
That's the letter they sent you?
Yes, it is.
Can you let Ms. Brown look at that?
Yeah, this is the letter that they sent me on 112 Lambert Court. And I did all of that.
That's the picture in the,
Okay.
that's the picture in the book.
All taken care of.
The picture in the book. Hang on.
Yes, they do.
Mr. Waza.
Mr. Lambert,
Are
the
you
pic,
are you the councilman for me?
for District 3, yes, sir. This picture, you know what this is?
Yeah, that's our property, but that's not the address.
What is the address for this property?
I have no earthly idea.
But that's your property. You recognize that as your property?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just want to be clear that
Yes.
that is your
No,
property.
it is my property, but the
Okay.
wrong address.
But you don't know the address.
No, I don't know the address.
Okay.
That's part of court hearing. It's in the courts.
And it still looks just like this, correct?
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
show you.
But this is Google Maps and it's pulling up this. It's the same thing that, that's the address. Because I asked, and look, it matches.
It's in the hands of the court. The property in question, that's the landmark. That is the landmark for the property that's in the courts. In other words, the property was guessed at, and they would guess the wrong abstract.
So what you think about this property?
Pardon?
What you think about this property as far as the condition? What
Oh,
you think?
it's in deplorable condition.
It needs to
Yes.
come down, right?
Yes.
You agree?
Yes, sir, yes, sir. But it's part of the courts. In other words, Michel Claudette. Okay,
Is this
let
in
me-
litigation?
Huh?
Do y'all know if this is in litigation or not?
But,
When
yes,
y'all-
it
when
is.
y'all-
It is in litigation.
When nuisance and abatement, y'all pull this property, y'all look at this property, y'all put it in.
Yeah.
Would anything like that show up to y'all?
No.
Nothing like that, right? Okay. I just wanted to clarify that
Yeah, it's in litigation.
we had no clue that
I
this is
have
happening.
all the paperwork here. It's in litigation. It's in the hands of the courts through Judge Guidry, and I understand Judge Guidry is retired, and it's in the hands of whoever took Division A over, and it's a landmark to show where the property is. If I can show y'all right here, let me show you.
So,
To
Ms.
answer your
Orgeron,
question, we do have an abstract of both
hang on a
properties,
second, I can't hear
112
her.
and 115 Lambert, which
Yeah,
were reviewed. They
yeah,
didn't reveal
I'm
any
sure.
litigation, as far as I remember, but we will review them again in light of this, as well as the assessor's
Can I show y'all this?
information.
Excuse me, Mr. Lambert. The attorney was speaking, I'm sorry.
You see where they guessed at the property? Michelle Portet guessed at it and he guessed wrong. He said, my daddy owns a 25 by 52 by 25.
You have to speak in the mic so it can be
I'm sorry.
recorded. They
Yeah,
can't
I
hear
know,
you from
so,
here.
See right
Okay.
here? See this right here?
Yes, sir.
See where it's 25 by 25?
Yes, sir.
Two of them? My
Yes,
daddy
sir.
don't own that. That's where this property is. 25 by 25, it's a fraud,
Okay.
okay?
But you
Michelle
need to,
Portet,
you need to, you gotta go to the mic because it's gotta be recorded.
I'm so sorry.
You good?
But look, Michelle Claudette guessed at the property. I got 5.8 acres of property. And that's part of the property, my daddy's separate property. That's the 30 by 52. I mean, that's the 30 by 52. When he guessed at the property, he guessed wrong.
Mr.
Okay.
Lambert, can I interrupt you for a second, sir? What if we do this? What if we hold this till October 29th? So that we can look at it from a legal standpoint? Any objections from
Okay.
administration on that?
Yeah,
Give you 3 more months. Would that be sufficient so
yeah,
we
but I
can
gotta
kind of
get-
make sure all
I'm
this is
trying to get-
correct?
I'm trying to get.
Because
this
we
in-
can't help you with a legal matter.
No, I'm trying to get this into probate court, probate court. I've
Yes,
been
sir.
trying to get it in probate court. That house is a part of my daddy's, separate property. That's his separate property.
But I want to be clear, we can't just make it disappear today. What we're gonna do is hold it for 3 months, as long as the council agrees. We're gonna hold it for 3 months. In October, we're gonna revisit it. Maybe you'll have your ducks in a row legally by
I got my
then.
ducks in a row right here.
And we'll have our ducks in a row
It's
by
a
then.
fraud. What happened, Mark Rhodes, the DA is,
I
Mark Rhodes.
understand, but you just wasting your breath telling us this because we can't help you legally. We only here right now for this property.
Okay,
Obviously, there's some confusion, so we're gonna hold it for 3 months.
yeah,
We're gonna get our stuff together and make sure we know, and we're gonna see
Right.
you in 3 months. Can I get a second?
So we have a motion by Mr. Wazan, second by Ms. Chauvin. Look,
All right.
we got a lot of people talking.
now,
So members, vote your machines.
now 115 Lambert Court is this property right here. This is the
We're
family.
getting to
Stay
that
where you
next.
at.
All right, 8 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. The next item is VV, which is 115 Lambert Court. Ms. Brown.
The initial complaint was received on May 25th, 2023. An inspection conducted on May 26th, 2023 indicated this structure was in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 17th, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
Now, that's the 115 Lambert Court.
That's the 115
That's the
Lambert.
115 Lambert Court.
And your
First one
intention,
was not.
for this one, what you gonna do with this one?
Well, it needs to be torn down because the house inside is good, but the outside, Claudette had the kids in the neighborhood go down there and do the damage to the property.
Mr.
Okay.
Lambert, you recognize this
Yes,
as
sir.
your
Yes,
property?
sir.
And that is 115?
That's 115.
I'm gonna concur with administration.
Second.
All right, so we have a motion by Mr. Wazan to concur with administration, seconded by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines.
Okay, can I leave
8
it
yeas,
down
0
there?
nays, the motion carries. So, Mr. Lambert, So the 115, the motion tonight was to condemn it and give you till August 30th to tear down, demolish, or remove the structure. Otherwise, the parish will send a vendor out there to do it. On the other property, we're gonna look into the legal
That-
aspect
that-
of that one, but not your court case. We're just gonna look to make sure that the information that we have on that address is proper. And then we're gonna come back to you and resolve the issue.
Right, there's no address to that property, it's just a building without a address.
Without an address. And
And it's part of the, it's a legal part of the,
we're gonna look into that. We're gonna
Yeah,
research, we're gonna do discovery and all that stuff and,
it's a part of the fraud.
okay. All right, thank you, Mr. Lambert.
So what, y'all gonna notify me when,
Yes, you'll get noticed again. It's gonna be October 29th
okay?
of this year, but you'll get noticed again.
Then what happens with the 115 Lambert Court?
The 115, we just condemn that, so either you can tear it down or or the parish will have it torn
Well,
down.
how much would it cost to tear it down?
Well, we don't know
I'm
until
talking
it
about the
goes,
parish.
we don't know until it goes out for bid, but speak with,
I have to pay for it?
speak with nuisance and abatement. There is a program out there that could take care of the costs.
Because I'm on Social Security.
I understand, sir.
I'm,
Just-
I'm 80 years old and I'm on
Yep.
Social Security and I can't.
Just
tear that down.
call Miss Cabela Brown at nuisance and
Who's
abatement.
Camilla Brown?
This lady right here.
Oh, okay.
And she'll tell you about the options available to you with the American Rescue Plan money that we have.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to wait till,
No, you can call her tomorrow
okay, call her tomorrow on the 115.
on the 115. Yes, sir. If you'd like, she can give you a phone number.
Okay, give me the phone number.
They'll give you a card.
Yeah, give me a call because. Okay. All right,
All right, thank you, Mr. Lambert.
okay.
Our next item is WW 149 Marcel Lane.
The initial complaint was received on December 5th, 2023. An inspection conducted on December 6th, 2023 indicated this structure was in a dangerous and dilapidated condition. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 17th, 2024 indicated this structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that this structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
Mr. Wazan?
Motion to concur.
So we have a motion by Mr. Wazan to concur with administration, second by Ms. Chauvin. Members vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Next item is XX 6489 West Park.
The recommendation is that this commercial structure be continued to our January 21st, 2025 hearing to give the new property owner time to demolish and renovate the portion of the structure that will remain.
Please state your name and address for the record.
Brandon Trohan, 1638 Savannah Road.
And you're the new owner, sir?
I am. I just bought it in May.
Okay, so you understand that what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue it to January 21st of 2025, giving you time. Just stay in touch with Ms. Brown and the department as you're going through.
It's being torn down next week. I mean, we didn't buy it for the building. We bought it for the location.
lot.
So, yeah, the building's
I
already
got you.
ordered. The permit's pulled. It's being torn down next week.
Fantastic.
The whole thing's coming down now, yeah. That's what took so long. We was gonna keep half of the building and then add on, but Travis had trouble getting with the engineer to put it together. So we're just tearing the whole thing down.
And you're gonna put a new structure there?
A whole new building.
Thank you. We appreciate people doing that, especially those that live in the community.
Make a motion to concur.
So I have a motion to concur by Mr. Champagne, second by Mr. Hamner.
Yeah.
Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. All right. Yes, ma'am.
So can we withdraw that motion?
Mr. Champagne, turn your light on. That was your motion?
Yeah, I
Okay, so,
And
It's starting Monday.
so we're asking now if it could just be condemned and, give them
Get
to
it off the
August
books?
30th? Mm-hmm,
Okay, so we have a motion by Mr. Champagne
yeah.
to rescind his previous motion. Mr. Hamner has agreed to receive his. So members, vote your machines on the rescinding,
Question, why do we wanna
because we already voted on it. We have to rescind it.
why do we wanna just change the recommendation of it?
Because he's tearing it down tomorrow.
I missed something there.
He's tearing it down tomorrow, and with the motion, it keeps it on the books till July 21st, 2025. Whereas
Okay.
if we condemn,
I got
it goes off
So
the
it's better
books.
this way.
Right.
All right.
All right, everybody voted?
We know you don't have any problem.
9 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Don't go there, fellas.
So, Mr. Champagne,
I'll make a motion to concur with the new motion by administration.
so Mr. Champagne makes a motion that the property be condemned and that the structure be demolished or removed by August 30th of 2024. We have a second by Mr. Hamner. Members, vote your machines. 9 yeas, 0 nays, that motion carries. So we'll get that off the books. Everything will be clean. You won't have any issues with anything that you have to do. We
Okay.
appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Okay, item YY 1006 Clay Street.
The initial complaint was received on July 11th, 2023. An inspection was conducted on July 11th, 2023. Notices was issued. An inspection conducted on July 17th, 2024 indicated the structure continues to be in violation. It is our recommendation that the structure be condemned and the owner ordered to demolish or remove the structure by August 30th, 2024.
Motion to concur with administration.
So I have a motion to concur with administration by Mr. Pledger, second by Mr. Champagne. Members, vote your machines. Y'all don't run off yet. 9 yeas, 0 nays. Motion adjourned by Mr. Wazan, second by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines.
Yes, exactly, right?
Hey, Clyde, you know, man, you're on record, man. You're attending.